Welcome back to The Right Gun. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Help me grow this channel and the community. Well, today we are going to be attaching the Harrington Arms Glock micro compensator to my trusty Glock 43X. And since compensators on Micro 9 seem to be all the rage, thought we would do it. We also got a backup tactical threaded barrel that you see here. Pretty impressed with everything. We're going to show you what it looks like, and then we're going to show you how we install it. So for those of you who just want to jump right to it, here's what it looks like all assembled. I've had zero issues with it, run about 500 rounds through it, no misfeeds or failure to fire, anything like that. So I do trust this as a carry, but we're going to show you how to install it, which is, again, very easy. There's a bunch of videos, even ones from Harrington Arms, but I will point out a couple of pitfall areas where you might want to be careful. As you saw right there, the gun is clear and safe. There's no ammo anywhere near the work area. This is just a basic disassembly. We will not need the frame. You'll just need the slide. This is just a little footage of what the micro compensator looks like as it sits flush on the Glock slide. I did go with a blemished model. You can't find any blemishment on it, or at least I couldn't. It was about 20 bucks cheaper, but I did go with the one with the wings. So this fits the later model Glock 43X, so it kind of wraps around the front of the slide. From this point, just install the barrel simply. As you can see, get your Loctite. You're going to pull the barrel out so you have a nice work area, and then you're going to get your set screws, Allen wrench, and rubber grommet that kind of cushions the area between the compensator and the barrel. Just slide that rubber grommet over the tip. Again, no jokes here, no off-color jokes, but the 15-year-old in me really wants to start making some. As you can see, I'm applying the Loctite fairly liberally. Harrington Arms recommends this in their instructions and in their install video that they do. I'd highly recommend checking that out, but that just seemed to work, and again, haven't had any issues with it. All right, so the next portion is pretty easy. We're just going to screw that compensator onto the threaded barrel. You're going to go all the way till it stops, and then you're going to back it off. Now, I think I lucked out with the bot barrel. As you can see, it rotated about 3/4 of the way around, and then I just backed it off, and you can see that the slide goes into battery with the compensator very flush to the barrel. Now, I wanted to make sure I had this right, so I backed it off, tightened it again, backed it off, tightened it again, just to make sure that I was in an area that I wanted it and that was safe, making sure everything was seated correctly, but not impinging, again, the breech or making contact with the front of the slide. So just taking a little bit of time to admire what it looks like. A lot of the other videos I saw really don't give you a lot of good close-up, so that's what I wanted to do in this video. So here we are, just showing what it looks like, and that's it. All right, the set screws. So here's the first pitfall. Again, as I mentioned before, Harrington Arms says that if you take that compensator off, they recommend using a new pair of set screws. Don't know why, they just say that, so that's the manufacturer's recommendation. Now, you're going to tighten both of these screws up. The video has been sped up, so if it's a little jumpy, just slow it down. So you tighten one side, tighten the other. Both of them get just about snug, and then you alternate sides, making sure that there is no kind of offset on the compensator. You want to make sure it's as even as possible. So again, I think I got lucky here. Didn't really take much negotiating back and forth with the left side, right side set screws. It set pretty even, but sometimes the OCD kicks in and you look at it and you're like, is that even? Is that not? That's just the preference that you need, and then just eyeball it. All right, so while we're doing this and while we're watching, how does it shoot? Well, I'll put a couple videos up of me shooting it a little later, a little more content for me, but this thing does really minimize the snap of the Glock 43X. And the reason I like the Glock 43X over the Hellcat or the SIG 365 is, well, A, I don't trust the 365, but the Hellcat and the SIG 365, in my opinion, are snappy. The Glock is less snappy, even less snappy than the PSA Dagger Micros, but this really kind of mitigates that. This compensator really makes the Glock 43X shoot like a larger gun. And the weight of the compensator is not that much. It is very light, so you're not adding a lot of weight onto your EDC. I will also note that it does make it just a tad bit longer than a Glock 48, so you have to watch out for the holsters. On a Glock 48 holster, it will butt right up against the end of the holster, so it pushes the slide ever so slightly back while it's holstered in a Glock 48 holster, but you need to be aware of that. All right, I'm going to quit talking, let you enjoy the view here, see what it looks like. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Hope you come back and visit some other videos.